Hey everyone, today we're in Washington Square Park. It's a beautiful Friday and it is the second day of spring here in New York City. Now on today's walking tour, we're going to be doing a full walk of New York City's NYU, or New York University campus, and we're also going to be venturing into Greenwich Village. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this walk started. We have the main fountain right in front of us. You see a lot of students out and about enjoying the weather. However, I do believe it's still spring break, so perhaps classes are not in session. Not too sure about that, but now I will say, if you're visiting New York City, one of the must-go-to places on a weekend and at night is right here, Washington Square Park. I mean, the energy here is unbelievable. I had a lot of fun here when I was young, in my college days, hanging out at Washington Square Park, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. There's a lot of interesting characters here, let's just say that. But also a lot of great views of the city, lots of local artists, local musicians. We'll start to walk south and we'll exit. And we'll make a left and go to the NYU Stern School of Business. Now, NYU is not only one of the best schools in New York, arguably one of the best schools in the United States, particularly the business school, which is the Stern School of Business, which is not only the top business school in the United States, but also one of the top business schools in the entire world. Here we have an awesome view of the Freedom Tower. Very cool, really picturesque. Now, southbound will run you into Soho, as well as Canal Street, which will bring you to Little Italy and Chinatown. But south of Canal Street, that's going to be the Tribeca neighborhood. Pretty soon you're going to have all the leaves on the trees, and this park is going to be looking really nice. This is the Center for University Life. Now, a fun fact about New York University is they're one of the largest single holders of real estate in all of New York City. So many of the buildings that you see in and around the campus of NYU probably are actually owned by the university. This big red building here is the main library. Now, even though NYU doesn't have the traditional college campus feel, right? One of the great things about it is that the city in and of itself is your campus. So if you're thinking about coming to college here, just know that you're not going to have the typical American college experience of being on a traditional campus and having that campus life. There's a lot of commuters here, and there's also a lot of students that are from New York that just go to class, go to work, and go home. I would say it's very similar to the experience that I had going to a public school in New York City, which is even more of a commuter school. It is CUNY, the City University of New York, where almost 90% of the students are from New York City or New York State. and they just go to class and then they go home. There's really no dorms. The college that I went to, which is John Jay College of Criminal Justice, there were no dorms because everybody pretty much is from New York, and we just go to class, we go to work, and we go home. So if you're looking for, student life, dorm life, probably not the best for you to come to a CUNY school or NYU. Now the building to our right is the Stern School of Business. And I always mention one of my favorite professors here, who is one of the most famous professors for security analysis and corporate finance. Oftentimes his courses are totally booked out, and that is Professor Athswat Damodaran. He is considered the Dean of Valuation. Now the good news is, if you don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to spend on a business school like NYU Stern, also if you're not smart enough to get in here, such as myself, you could just go online, and Professor Damodaran makes public all of his courses and his examinations. So you could take every single course that he offers at NYU Stern School of Business, from his corporate finance course to his very famous securities analysis course. You could take it for free. The textbook is online for free. All of the material is online for free, and you could even take the final examination. Now, obviously, you're not going to get college credits for that, but what's more important? Right? What's more important is actually understanding the information and getting that education. So if you are an autodidact, as I like to call it, go ahead and check out Professor Damodaran's YouTube channel and go in the links in his description where you could sign up for his courses for free and even take the final exams. I found a lot of his courses very helpful in basic financial modeling. So if you just want to learn the basics of building a DCF model, how to work your way around Excel, how to read a balance sheet, just corporate finance in general, it is very, very helpful. Okay, this is now West 4th and Mercer Street. When I was in college, I always used to go into this coffee shop here called Think Coffee. This was before the pandemic, and it used to be open until 11 o'clock at night. I do not think it's open that late anymore. But we'll check it out. This is Warren Weaver Hall. I think they've been doing some sort of renovation on this too. Man, it's crazy windy in New York right now. Right in the corner of West 3rd and Mercer Street, where you see this big vacant lot. This used to be a Graciti's grocery store. I actually haven't been down here in a while, but this is very interesting. Yeah, right here next to the Think Coffee. This used to be a Graciti's, I believe. To the left, you can see some of the main dorms at NYU. Oh man. Okay, this is coming up on Bleecker Street, where we will make another right, and we'll head over towards McDougal Street. This is one of the many new buildings that NYU has built over the years. '98 Bleecker Street. This is a really nice view down here. You can see the top of the World Trade Center, and you could also see the Jenga building, which is 56 Leonard Street, which is located in Tribeca. We're headed towards really the main college town, I'd say, which has a lot of the coffee shops and restaurants that service NYU. You have a Morton Williams, which is a grocery store chain here in Manhattan. I also like a lot of the architecture of these buildings. There's a lot of pre-war down here. And the closer you get to Soho, the more of the pre-war cast iron facades that you have. It's really beautiful. It's a nice change from Midtown Manhattan.
Alors Richard, tournez ici.
Here's one of my favorite coffee shops just past Thompson Street. Called Irving Farm. As we head over towards Greenwich Village, you'll see even more to these buildings. hear all of the construction banging around because it's so windy. This is now Sullivan Street, the corner of Sullivan and Bleecker. These are some really nice townhomes down here. Check this out. This is a vegetarian restaurant, an Indian vegetarian restaurant. Very cool. It's called Honest. Looks interesting. I'd like to try that. And this is McDougal Street. This is where a lot of the nightlife happens. We'll turn northbound on McDougal. Pretty much every single retail front is a restaurant. So if you're going to college here, you have tons of restaurant options. Here's Artichoke Pizza across the street. We also have Cafe Wa. I have to come back and film a video at night, particularly on like a Saturday or maybe a Friday or Saturday night when the weather's nice, because this place is rocking during that time. And we have an awesome view of the Empire State Building. Look at that. Such a cool view. That just really gives you the size and scale of how big the Empire is. I oftentimes think about, like back in the day, in maybe the 1950s and 1960s, when the Manhattan skyline really wasn't that big. The Empire must have just stuck out like a sore thumb. It must have looked like really awkward, perhaps. Here's one more shot looking southbound. You have Ben's Pizza, right on the corner of West 3rd and McDougal. If we were to continue straight, this would take us right back to Washington Square Park. We are going to make a left and head towards Greenwich Village. You also have the Blue Note just to the right, which is like a jazz bar, lounge, and club. And on the left you have the very famous Comedy Cellar. And here we have it, the Comedy Cellar at Village Underground. Now at the end of the block where you see all the scaffolding, this used to be one of the most despicable McDonald's in really the entire world. This place is, or was, just absolutely treacherous. And now you can see it's condemned. I think somebody bought it. They're going to be doing something with it, but my God. If you've been to that McDonald's and you bought something you got out alive, well, kudos to you. This is the West 4th Street courts. This is a lot of times where you have those big basketball games that are on that one big YouTube channel, which I forget what the name of it is. This is now West 4th Street.
Oh, you like walked it off.
Yeah.
Pretty much every time when we have high winds in New York City, you have these garbage tornadoes. This is Joe's Pizza at 7 Carmine Street.
Anyway, so the
All right, we'll make a right on Bleecker Street. And you'll see John's of Bleecker.
Okay, but Little Caesars, like,
This is now Cornelia Street. We'll make a right here. Cornelia Street's very famous for where Taylor Swift used to live, which is this building right here. This used to be on the market. This is a pretty interesting listing. But this is it right here. This is going to bring us back to West 4th Street, where we'll make yet another left. Here's some good examples of those buildings with the fire escapes. This is also a really fun nightlife area. Once the weather starts getting nicer on like Friday night, Saturday night, the village is always very, very busy. This looks like a cool cafe. Looks new. Look at how beautiful these buildings are across the street. You know, these buildings almost remind me of Boston a little bit. is now Grove Street. This is the Christopher Street subway station, where you can get the 1 train.
Did a reading there. Yeah.
This is headed north towards 10th Street. Love this little townhouse right here. Make a right, head back towards Washington Square Park. A lot of these side streets are very charming. This is now Waverly Place. Now, the West Village is officially the most expensive neighborhood in Manhattan. It has now dethroned Tribeca as the most expensive neighborhood. It would be a perfect day outside if it wasn't windy. But it's not just windy, the wind is just, I mean, I've never seen wind like this. It's almost you can't even breathe.
I was just thinking that.
Here's the FDNY. Engine 18, Squad 18. And this should be Greenwich Avenue here, I think. Yeah, this is Greenwich Avenue. This is Rosemary's. I've eaten here before. This is a good spot. Right, and now we are on 10th Street and Avenue of the Americas.
I know her because
Okay, and we will end it here on the corner of West 8th Street and Greenwich Avenue. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more New York City walking tours. We'll see you on the next one.